What you're watching is a textbook example of how a minor street contact can escalate into a felony arrest. Officers made contact with a woman exhibiting clear signs of public intoxication, standing in a live roadway, blocking traffic, and holding an open alcoholic beverage. Under most U.S. state statutes, those three elements alone establish probable cause for detention.
Come with me. Come over here. Come with me? Come over here. No, come on. Go this way. Wow. I would want a cloud. Wow. Driver's license.
I got my driver's license.
I know.
I'm 21. Oh, wait.
You're also drunk in the roadway and you're stopping all the traffic.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I watched you.
Stop her.
I watched
She
you.
stopped me.
It does driver's license.
What
Let's
the
go. Driver's
Hold on.
license.
What do you mean? Hold on.
You need something?
No, I was just
You got something like, hold on. Give my license. God damn.
baby,
No,
you need
give
to
me
calm down.
I
No,
need you to
because I
back
got in my fucking purse. The so look. If she gonna lock me up, Look, let me tell you something.
You get locked up. Hands behind your back. Hey.
Okay, let me just get her first.
Hey. No. Let me get it.
No, my license is in my purse.
You locked up now. Away. She's gonna get locked up.
Okay, can I? Oh my God.
95 times that.
Bro.
Back up.
Okay.
Back up!
I'm back.
Push the wrong one, chick.
Can I get her first?
No.
Okay.
1095 to a female obstruction.
The legal authority here flows from Terry versus Ohio, 392 U.S. 1, 1968, which permits a brief investigatory stop when officers have reasonable articulable suspicion. In this case, reasonable suspicion was immediately elevated to probable cause the moment officers observed the open container and the subject's impaired state. Public intoxication statutes, classified as a Class B or Class C misdemeanor in most jurisdictions, authorize arrest without a warrant. Open container violations, governed by state-specific alcohol control laws, add a second independent basis for arrest. As the encounter developed, the subject repeatedly refused lawful commands, creating a third charge, obstruction or resisting arrest, typically a Class A misdemeanor. Officers demonstrated significant restraint throughout. They issued multiple verbal commands, allowed voluntary compliance opportunities, and de-escalated through calm repetition. This patience is legally significant. Courts evaluate officer conduct using the totality of circumstances standard. Documented restraint protects officers in subsequent civil litigation.
Can you what?
I put my pants.
Yeah. They're not going much higher.
Goddamn!
How high you want them?
Okay, you need to calm down. It's okay. Calm down. Can I see her phone?
Get on the sidewalk. No, get on the sidewalk.
Bro, they're gonna be okay. I promise you that.
I didn't do shit wrong. Y'all fucking.
You swung on the police.
Yeah, because y'all fucking sitting touching me. Don't fucking touch me.
Hey, yeah, the open container too. I know. I was trying to put her in handcuffs and all the liquid.
No,
people behind her.
Hey, she got open container. She publicly intoxicated in the roadway, so she stopped.
Open
You
container.
got
What
liquor.
open container?
Girl, you got liquor. That's why I stopped.
What
have a
open
seat.
container?
Have a
What
seat.
open container?
Ma'am.
Please show me.
Have a
Please show
seat.
me.
It's right there.
They closed.
Right there.
Right there.
That's not mine.
It was in your hand.
What is it?
Have a seat.
What is it?
I need you to have a seat, please.
Tell me that. What is that?
Have a seat and I'll get it.
What is that?
Have a seat, please.
No, what is that? I'm not finna have no fucking seat. Y'all stop being rough with me. I don't fucking seat.
It's okay, bro. It's okay.
No, I don't fucking open the container.
This is what you had. Peek with
That's
me.
not mine.
It
I
was
don't
in your
drink
hand.
that shit.
It was in your hand.
Car, I don't drink that shit.
Okay.
I don't drink that shit, India.
It's okay.
Tell them I don't drink that
Let me
shit.
tell you something. You have to calm down. You feel me?
Keep fine. Go sit on sidewalk.
Calm down.
Hey,
Calm down.
you're
I
making.
don't care.
Listen.
Think about Yayo and Hasten right now. Think about your boys.
Hey,
Stop being upset.
you're
Think
making
about
things
that.
worse.
Tell her to think about her son. That's what she need to think about.
Well, you're making things worse. Back up.
Kellyanne. It's Kellyanne. Y'all not getting no man. Y'all not getting shit from me.
I'm right here. You sit on the sidewalk. You sit on the sidewalk.
No. No. You cannot swing on the police.
Fuck y'all.
Then the subject swung at an officer. That single act transformed this encounter from a misdemeanor contact into a potential felony. Assault on a law enforcement officer is elevated to felony status in all 50 states when the victim is a sworn officer acting in the line of duty. Depending on jurisdiction, this charge carries between 1 and 5 years of potential incarceration, compared to the 30-day maximum she faced before the swing. The use of force response, physical takedown to prone position, immediate handcuffing, is evaluated under Graham v. Connor, 490 U.S. 386, decided in 1989. Graham establishes 3 factors the severity of the crime: whether the subject poses an immediate threat, and the degree of active resistance. All 3 factors were present and documented on camera. The force applied was proportional, immediate, and ceased once the subject was secured. This is the constitutional standard met. Post-restraint conduct was equally professional. Officers checked and adjusted the handcuffs, assisted the subject to her feet, and maintained a calm, non-punitive tone throughout. This matters legally. Excessive tightness in restraints can constitute a Fourth Amendment violation under circuit court precedent. Documented adjustments protect the department. The subject faces a probable charging sheet, including public intoxication, open container, obstruction of justice, and assault on a law enforcement officer. The first 3 are misdemeanors. The 4th is a felony. One bad decision in a 2-second window changed the entire legal outcome of this encounter. Now, officer performance scorecard. Restraint and de-escalation. 97 out of 100. Officers absorbed significant verbal abuse without reacting emotionally, a standard that is harder than it looks under pressure. Procedural compliance 98 out of 100. Every step, contact, verbal commands, escalation to force, post-arrest care followed lawful protocol with no shortcuts. Use of force judgment 96 out of 100. Force was delayed until a physical assault occurred, then applied at the minimum necessary level. Communication 95 out of 100. Commands were clear, consistent, and repeated. Officers did not argue, threaten, or provoke escalation.
Fuck y'all.
I don't want to. Sorry.
Y'all ain't even the real fucking police. Y'all downtown police. Fuck y'all.
You ain't even the real police.
That ain't shit. Y'all motherfucking
She took a swing at the officer. She instantly goes down, but she hit an officer. So,
that ain't shit. Y'all finna line me up for nothing.
no, I mean, I don't think it's forced. But, I mean, we put her face down. She went in the handcuffs super easy. Like, we didn't have to use no technique. She just swinging on the police.
Fuck y'all. Like I just said, fuck all y'all. Question me. Fuck. I got 2 fucking kids at
I'm
home.
going to politely decline. No, thank you.
Question me. These handcuffs are too fucking tight.
I had to tighten them up because you kept slipping. We'll adjust them in just a minute. We'll adjust them in a minute.
She's a fucking lawyer.
Okay. Well, you should seek counsel.
Kenny, can you calm down?
No, Kenny, hang on too fucking
Hold on.
tight.
Transport behind you.
Transport's
Transport's behind you.
Fuck out of jail.
Hey, we're gonna stand up. You ready?
No, I need these handcuffs took off.
You gotta stand up and we will adjust the
Take them off. Take them off. Loosen them
They ain't coming off.
I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call your
We called her, baby. I am. Fuck you, you stupid ass fucking
I've been politely declined your offer, okay?
fuck you.
I need to lock them. Hang on a second. There, I got you. You got a little bit of wrist there, man. You got like a mile in there.
Can y'all please listen to me? Oh, get in the car, boy. I got 2 kids.
Hang on, take a step. Watch your head when you do it.
I got heels on. Can y'all take them off?
Take it.
I got heels on. Can y'all take them
You got
off?
what?
Heels.
Heels? No, you good. You good. You step up there. Let me let you fall. There you go. I don't want you in.
That's the sheriff that set the thing.
Yeah, you just can't pick up on the street.
It's a crosswalk.
No, and then I will be the bad guy if I punch you in the fucking mouth.
Who, me?
I'm not talking about her.
What happened?
She just came and slapped me, then I punch her in the mouth, and I'm the bad guy. Yeah.
No, she didn't.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah. So if I punch you in the mouth, I'm the bad guy. You know what I'm saying?
I've never been happy. You know what? Can I say something?
What's that? No, she's fine.
You did the right thing.
I hold it with my heart.
I know it's hard.
Smart.
Can I tell you, it's better later. You did a good job.
Overall officer rating 97 out of 100. This is how a difficult street contact should be handled. Lessons learned. For law enforcement, document everything. In-car camera, body cam, and radio traffic. Create the evidentiary record that determines case outcomes and officer liability. Verbal de-escalation is not weakness. It is a tactical tool that creates time, gathers evidence, and builds the legal record demonstrating officer reasonableness. Post-restraint care adjusting cuffs. Assisting movement. Maintaining professional tone is not optional. It is a standard that courts and juries evaluate. For the public, every charge on this encounter was preventable. Public intoxication, open container, obstruction, assault. Each one was a choice, and each choice compounded the legal consequence. The felony charge was the result of 2 seconds of decision-making. That single moment will follow this individual through the criminal justice system far longer than any underlying misdemeanor would have. Cooperation with lawful commands does not mean waiving your rights. It means preserving your ability to contest those commands in the appropriate venue, which is a courtroom, not a street. This footage is a reminder that the legal consequences of a street encounter are rarely determined by the original offense. They are determined by every decision made after first contact. Officers controlled their decisions. The subject did not. The record reflects that, and so will the charges. If you found this analysis valuable, subscribe for more body cam breakdowns with in-depth legal analysis every week.